time to go. Hi, everybody. My name is Michael Pagan, and like many of you, I wear multiple hats, and one of them is as the age-friendly coordinator for Bergen County. And the age-friendly initiative is very important to our county executive, Jim Tedesco, and to our county commissioners. And while it might have taken a little bit of time to get our age-friendly designation, it is one that we take seriously because we have the largest population of older adults in the state, and we want to help them age in place because that's what this is about, right? Helping people. So let me please introduce our expert in Bergen County on Age Friendly, who is going to lead our presentation. Most of you already know him. He's a great guy. He's a good friend. He's incredibly insightful and resourceful and always helpful. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our good friend, Davit Topchishvili of Bergen County.
Thank you, Michael. What an introduction. Great. Good morning, everyone. It is such a pleasure to be here with you today and talking about this exciting initiative in New Jersey, in Bergen County. So today, in today's brief presentation, we're going to be talking about age-friendly model. What does it look like for Bergen County? And also, we're going to be sharing with you a Division of Senior Services strategic plan on aging. Also brief overview addressing the needs of older adults in Bergen County. So as Michael mentioned, my name is Davit Topchishvili, and I work here at Bergen County Division of Senior Services. So first of all, congratulations to Bergen County, its residents, and everyone for its designation of age-friendly in 22 this year. Just recently, Bergen County committed to becoming more age-friendly under the criteria established by AARP and has been accepted as a member of the AARP network of age-friendly states and communities. So what does it really mean for Bergen County to be age-friendly? As Michael already mentioned, so we have a population of 1 million and growing older population. 1 in every 4 almost is age 60 and over in Bergen County. And as we all know, it's growing. So this initiative is super important. For us and for our partners and community members. This Bergen County this age-friendly initiative, the concept itself is not new to us, as we know that we have different departments, divisions in Bergen County who are working every day, and their everyday work involves all these age-friendly domains. For example, transportation or housing or civic participation, county departments such as administration and finance, human services, public works, parks, they are involved in these domains, right? Their work is directly involved in this. But what it means to be designated as an age-friendly for Bergen County would be to look at these variables through age-friendly lens, right? So what the model for Bergen County is, we are we're in the process of developing a plan. We are looking to identify different stakeholders to establish a age-friendly advisory board, which will be county administration, county departments and divisions, older adults, caregivers, advocates, local and nonprofit or profit organizations, national organizations, and county agencies, different agencies that are affiliated with the county. And as you can see, this is the typical age-friendly model. We're not doing anything super different. It's just the process also is age-friendly model, which includes needs assessment, gathering all the information that we need for the certain activities and initiatives. That will include surveys, community needs assessment surveys, the service providers, what do they see as the needs in the communities, as well as focus groups and the overall information gathering process. Then the action plan, developing the action plan for plan implementation for certain specific activities, initiatives, programming, and at the same time evaluating the whole process to see how well these programs are working and are they measurable, what are the outcomes, etc. So this is a brief overview of the model that we are working on currently, and we're very exciting. And I know many of you will be part of this. Since this is a community effort, we're not looking at this as just a county initiative, because we already have partnered with many local organizations and developing new partnerships also in the community. So we are very, very excited about that. And what we have here to, oops, I lost the screen, but can I go back to it real quick? Okay. All right. All right, so the next slide, I want to talk about a little bit about Division of Senior Services strategic plan. So as you know, we are one of the AAA's, Area Agencies on Aging in New Jersey, and we conduct needs assessments almost every year. So based on the findings that we see in those needs assessments, which is we conducted surveys, focus groups, we then develop a strategic plan. So what do we see as a need in the community? So our goals for 2020 to 2024 include transportation, access and outreach, and social isolation and loneliness. And each goal, we have work groups working on each topic. And the main question for example, transportation is how can we improve access to transportation services? And the objective is to develop one-stop travel information and trip planning service provided by mobility managers through Bergen County Community Transportation Office and different partnerships, serving as a transportation resource center and offering single point of contact for transportation service in order to help seniors find information on available transportation options and navigate different resources and locate transportation, and then to provide accessible, reliable, and affordable transportation. Good news is that we already started working on this. We launched a new program called Right Connect, where seniors, older adults, caregivers have a chance to find information about available transportation options in Bergen County, and then directly receive the service through community transportation services, as well as other transportation providers in the community. So we're watching this closely. Hopefully we'll be developing more, growing, and more accessible to our seniors. For access and outreach, this is a very important and always a focus area for the division and the county, since we know that the access to information is very important and sometimes challenging for seniors, especially how to navigate through all this information that is available there, applying to different programs, filling out applications can be a challenge. So our goal here will be to improve access and information about available programs, services, and then increase participation to those programs that are available. For social isolation and loneliness, we saw the impact, especially during COVID, of older adults, how many seniors became socially isolated, and how important was it for us to make sure that they stayed connected through different programming that were available online or through other methods. So for this group, the objective would be to raise awareness about social isolation and loneliness, and share information, resources with older adults, caregivers, and service providers to understand what is social isolation or loneliness, and then to examine what are the interests for seniors, explore new program ideas, and expand in-person or remote socialization, recreation programs and activities at our centers or through our service providers. And also to increase access to internet and technology, engage more seniors to and caregivers in learning how to use computers, smart devices to be better connected with available programming. So we have a few minutes left. I think we can go on. You're welcome to ask any questions about our initiative, our steps, or overall. Let me stop sharing the screen. You can contact us at any time. So we encourage you to check our website for information about county departments, their involvement in different initiatives, programs. You can email us, call us, or any question we're welcome to. Thank you. And I see we have questions here. Jim?
Yeah, I'm Jim Whiteley, the board chair of Friends Foundation for the Aging. I'm curious as to where have you found the greatest obstacles? What have in developing an age-friendly community, what have you found as the greatest obstacle, greatest challenge? I appreciate your experience of that.
Sure. The challenges we see everywhere, right? That's how we work. This is part of our work to see what are the challenges, what are the overall issues or overall picture for the age-friendly initiative specifically. I think it's more of an excitement to be part of this and to be working on certain issues that are so important for older adults in Bergen County, and then figuring out the ways to address those. So challenges we see in different areas, right? Now, every domain you look at it in age-friendly initiative, there's always a room for improvement. So I think that's the overall goal, to address those needs and look at those challenges that exist, or service gaps in services, or different related to different characteristics.
Yeah, but could you be a little more specific?
For example, we know that transportation could be a challenge for many as older adults. As they age, they may face different challenges, health related. They may no longer be able to drive. So the challenge for this we saw was how can we improve what is currently available, and then how do we increase access to transportation services. So we saw this as a challenge, and we set this as a goal to address it for 2020 to 2024 strategic planning. And it has already started, and we are working on it, and we already see significant improvements in this area. That will be one of the examples.
Thank you.
Sure. And Arlene, did you have a question for us?
Yes, I am Jeff. I have cochlear implants, and I'm past president of the Hearing Loss Association of New Jersey. I've been a Bergen County resident for 40 years. uh, 40, yeah, and I wasn't born here. So my issue is that hearing loss is very prevalent in the aging population, 50% over age 75. So there really has to be a spirit of universal access, which means captioning and assistive listening, with induction looping being the preferred technology. So I've experienced mistakes made going to Jim Tedesco's swearing in, where they only had a sign language interpreter, useless for just about anybody there, because that population is very small. So they didn't understand that a hearing assistive listening system and captioning were the accommodations needed. So I assumed that if it was not provided there, then it's probably not being provided in many other of the activities and events. So even virtual, to indicate that there is captioning available, for example, on this breakout session. So yeah, that's something that needs to be addressed. We have been trying to do it, but it can't be everywhere. But I really would like to put that on your agenda, because the people who experience hearing loss, just because you have hearing loss at age 75 doesn't make you an expert. So they really don't know what to do. And so you have to be the ones providing the solutions to show them the way beyond just hearing aids and that kind of thing. So that's what I wanted to put on the radar here. It is essential, especially if we're going to be a model community. And I've lived here long enough that I think that the time has come to let's have a serious discussion about how that could play out. It's very much doable. We have some great people in this county, so I appreciate this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing. Michael, would you like to add anything, or?
Yeah. I hope you guys don't mind my being so quiet. I was taking copious notes on everything Jim and Arlene were saying. And Arlene, some of our events are captioned, but you know what, you make a very good point. So I will be sure to share that with leadership here at the county so that we can hopefully address that going forward. But a lot of the challenges that I've seen, and thankfully Davit and everyone at the county have been so helpful, whether it's been senior services or planning and engineering or health services or whoever it has been, seems to be communication. And I mean that in a very comprehensive way. Like, you know, letting residents know what services we actually provide. That's always a challenge because a lot of people don't quite grasp the difference between local services that are provided, county services that are provided, state services that are provided, federal services that are provided. And that's something that we're always facing as a challenge to help get that message out, because we do want to help people. That's always the bottom line goal. But another thing is also getting everybody within government to communicate, to make sure that there is the appropriate buy-in, because everybody is bought in at the county level. But it's also a part of communicating with our local municipalities who want to help, communicating with our community partners who want to help, and everyone else. So that's one of the challenges that I've noticed, Jim, that we've been working hard to address. But I see my former mayor, who I love, Jackie Cates, who runs Age Friendly in Teaneck. She has a question too. I see your hand is up. Hi, Jackie.
Hi. Am I okay? Hi, Michael and Davit. Thank you very much. I just wanted to piggyback on Arlene's comments because I worked with her on a committee, and until I did, and until I heard her, even though I thought I was sensitive to people with disabilities and certainly people with hearing impairments, I really didn't understand. So I hope you won't mind if I ask whether Arlene might be able to explain about the induction loops, because it seems as if that's something that captioning is great. I'm sure that sign language is great for those people who use sign language, but the way she explained induction loops, it seems to be something that the county, that municipalities, that private organizations, facilities can easily put in, and that it would make such a difference. So, but I'm not knowledgeable the way Arlene is. So I wonder if you would give me that personal privilege point to ask her if she could describe that for everyone.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with that, Davit. Do you?
Oh, sure,
No,
induction
please, Arlene,
loops.
go ahead.
Yeah, induction looping is prevalent in Europe for decades. And with the Hearing Loss Association, there's a push to get induction loops going in this country. Essentially, it is an assistive listening system that's required by the ADA. If you have an area, a room, and you loop it, you put a special wire and a receiver, anything spoken to the microphone immediately goes to a hearing aid or cochlear implant that has a T-coil. All of these devices can have, and most do have T-coils, requires no other equipment. You walk in, turn it on, you hear what's spoken through the microphone. It is dignified, you don't have to deal with equipment or self-identify. So it is so ideal. And of course it's ideal. I've experienced in Washington, DC, many meeting rooms are looped there. And also in New York City, many areas are looped there. But once you've experienced them, the sound is phenomenal because there's no interference. So that's the short story. I do PowerPoints on this. There's legislation statewide, which we're pushing now. So I'm very, very happy to continue this dialogue.